everyone, today I will be analyzing some of the Instagram posts I have saved in my little collection called For My Future. I also have another one called Goal in My Life. And basically here in these two folders I saved posts that really inspire me, that spark something inside of me and that I want to hold on and look back on, just to remind myself day to day, why I do what I do, what I hope to achieve, and all that fun stuff. And so today I chose 39 to share with you guys, and let's begin. Alrighty, let's get into it. I think I'm on the left, and then you'll see my screen capture on the right. So let's start off with this Danish medic. I followed her back around in grade 8, but basically, she is doing what I want to do, being a military medic. And on top of that, she plays hockey, so there's a lot that we connect on. She also posts educational videos on how to treat certain types of injuries, and I love just learning from it. And basically, she's just really cool. She's what I want to do. She's exactly where I want to be at in life, and that's why I follow her. And then next post, we have this one from the... Okay, now it's blank. It's from West Point, which is a United States military academy. And this one features one of the cadets. She's breaking one of the records doing this obstacle course. And it's just really inspiring, seeing a strong female individual climbing up to the second floor, climbing up ropes, running around, and just beating a record and being so strong. And I hope to be like her one day. Next up, we have this video from the Canadian Army. It's an interview with a medic, so exactly where I want to go right after high school. And basically in here, she's talking about her job, and it was posted in May, so she was helping out with the vaccination efforts with the troops. And basically she was sharing about how she loves being on the front lines and, working with hands, actually doing the things. And I want to be like, I really resonate with that, because I don't want to be stuck behind a desk. I want to actually be there doing it. Next, it's also military related. It's this South Korean veteran, and I came across her from this reality TV show where she was training some idols or Korean celebrities. And the way she carried herself, the way, just her skills in general, it's just very, very cool. And plus she looks like me, so it resonates a lot and it inspires me a lot, which is why it's saved. Next off, this one was one of my favorite posts. It's basically, actually I'll start off with the backstory. It was during summer. This past summer, I was in summer school, and let's just say that I was not the happiest. I was taking Chem 11, and I'm only taking it because it's a prerequisite for nursing, which is also something I want to pursue later on. And basically, I was really down for hours every day of chemistry, and just sitting there and seeing everyone else, during summer, they were having fun. Here I am studying. It just wasn't like the best feeling ever. But then I came across this TV show called The Rookie, and basically something clicked inside of me. It sparked something inside of me, and it was just so entertaining, so inspiring. And me being me, I followed all the cast members on Instagram. And she is the actress that plays one of my favorite characters. And basically in this post she says, "Happy birthday me, fortunate to be loved by good people with big beautiful hearts, to be alive and healthy, to play for work, to be given a chance in all things by most beings. I'm grateful for plants and their medicine, for tea, for prayer. It's not always easy being a highly emotional earth dragon. Enneagram 4, Cancerian mess, but I wouldn't trade this ride for anything. Peace out, I gotta make this face sunset for the rest of the day. Love y'all, XO." I forgot to mention this, but basically, and she calls herself this, but basically she's more the hippie type. She's into, certain things like tea ceremonies and all that. But at first I was like, oh, okay, not really my cup of tea. No pun intended. But basically afterwards, something clicked. I was like, hey, I kind of dig it. Perhaps I don't do all the stuff she does, but just being mindful and practicing gratitude, that is something that really spoke to me, that I've been trying to do more. And she really inspired me, just to enjoy life for what it is. Keep in mind, she's an actress, so basically a celebrity, and there's fame, she's on TV, all that stuff, but she still keeps it down to earth. She stays humble, and she just recognizes what she has and enjoys the little things, which is exactly what I want to do. And yeah, it's just a little nice journey from reflecting on when you're born to where you're now with this post specifically. and I just love it. Next off, we have an influencer. Her name is Linda. She has a bigger following than the actress previously mentioned. And basically, in this post, she says, "Happy Saturday nights. No nightclubs or bars. Nowadays, it's the simple things in life that keep me happy. Staying in Netflix, Disney Plus, instant noodles, Pokemon cards, Baymax." And then in brackets, she says, "Recently saw people putting milk in their ramen. Actually, not too shabby. We shall see tomorrow how my lactose intolerant takes in." And basically, again, back to the fame note, it's not always about partying. It's not always about, chasing people and being surrounded by people. Sometimes it's just a nice, cozy night in your own room, just relaxing, enjoying yourself. And the funny thing is, she likes Pokemon cards, which I also do, and also Baymax. And Big Hero 6 is one of my favorite movies, or actually, it is my favorite Disney movie of all time. So again, there's no more connections here, which I love this post and why it's saved. Next up, we have this video. She's a medical student, and basically in this video, she talks about how you don't have to have extremely high grades in like calculus and all that, and all those scientific-based courses. In fact, she got a C in calculus. She had to retake physics. She got a B in organic chemistry or something. And then she argues that being a doctor is not just about the skills, not just about memorizing and being a good test taker. It's about having compassion and treating your patients with kindness and doing everything you can to help them and their family members. And that resonates a lot for me, because I'm not that good at chemistry, as previously mentioned, and same with math too. But seeing this post, though I do not want to be a doctor, it helps me, inspires me. Like, hey, it's okay. It's not just about the test. It's not just about your grade. At the end of the day, it's how you do your job, which is helping others. Okay, next up we have this post by Melissa Fumero. She plays Amy Santiago on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And the post reads, 8 years ago, someone and so walked her and her castmates to get our pictures taken for a lot of badges. Something about that moment made everything really real. We actually made that pilot. It actually got picked up. We actually were about to shoot a whole season of this incredible show on this lot, with this amazing cast that was falling in love with more and more each day. Filled with so much excitement and nerves, Chelsea said something that made me laugh right as the photographer clicked the camera. And that moment was predicative of what the next 8 years would be like. Each day was full of laughter, of excitement, of nerves, of confidence, of elated exhaustion, and of beautiful friendship and collaboration. And this post, I actually want to give acting a try later on. I don't want to be in the military or as a paramedic for the rest of my life. I don't want to do one sole thing for all the years that I can work. I want to dive into various occupations, and acting is something I'd want to do later on. And this post just really clicks with me, because when you start something, this journey of acting, when you get picked up for a TV show, the pilot, it's not confirmed yet if the TV show will get to continue filming. But then afterwards, here she says, no, afterwards they got picked up, they get their full season, and 8 years later, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is still running strong. And it's amazing how, we start from nothing, and then you become something really big that brings a lot of people joy. So yeah, this is just a really cool post just to see just to reflect on, where you start from. Next, we have this video by Tom Daly, and basically it says, "Never give up your dreams." I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically, I didn't actually even read the bio or the caption. But basically, it's about him reflecting on his journey, becoming an Olympian, how he had this dream, and he kept chasing it and had a great support system. And here he is with so much success, being a diver, inspiring others, and bringing his nation lots of pride. And it's just really cool. Seeing someone actually achieve their dreams makes you want to achieve your dream as well, and makes you want to work hard for it as well. So that's why I have this saved up. Alright, next up we have this athlete. So basically, she failed her hurdles back in the Rio Olympics in 2016. And then in Tokyo, did she get gold in Tokyo? And then gold, she got gold. So it's just really inspiring. I didn't know until the Olympic Instagram posted it, but basically a lot of people didn't succeed in their first few Olympics. Some even didn't succeed in their first 4 Olympics. But no, they keep going, they keep training, and eventually they actually do succeed later on and get gold or something better. And regardless of like the color of the medal, they're so happy that they persevered on, and they reached to a point where they know they're proud of it, and they reached their version of success. And yeah, with this athlete, she didn't do so well back then, but then she kept training, continuing, and here she is. Well, back then in Tokyo, her winning gold medal for the hurdles. Next, we have another post by West Point. It's nothing too special, but it's just seeing this environment. This is what I want to do in the future, studying and working in the military. And so it's just pretty cool seeing in real life, oh, that's what it's like, as opposed to just reading about it in brochures or whatnot. Next, we have again the post by the actress that I previously mentioned from The Rookie. And you know, it's just today's office video. She was acting, of course, filming for one of the episodes. And it's so cool seeing this nice sunset that it makes me reflect on, hey, sometimes, you know, I just want to see a nice sunset. I know it's really basic, but I don't know, it's something I want to do. Just relish enjoying nature and being able to witness the beauty's nature and the sunsets. Next, we have a post by RMC, so the Royal Military College of Canada, so the school that I actually want to attend in the future. And basically it's the first year student obstacle course, and you know, it's just really cool. I actually saw the video too, but basically they're all working hard, working as a team, and that is exactly what I want to do. And it's just cool to, you know, to research on what to expect when I do go to the school later on in the future. And next, again by RMC, it's, what is it? Let me check. Oh, again, not the first year cadets, but just cadets in general receiving their badges. Next up, again from the actress. I specifically chose a lot from her because there's a lot of impactful posts that have inspired me over this past year. But basically, she's just in a hammock reading with her dog. I don't know why, but it may seem basic again, but it's just something that I really want to do, you know, something that clicks inside of me. Oopsies. But at the end of the day, you know, there's fame, reputation, all that stuff, but sometimes, you know, I just want to focus on living my life in the moment, which is being in a hammock with a dog and reading. Like, that to me sounds like heaven, and it's on my bucket list. I really, really, really want a hammock in my future home. So there's that. Next, we have this post of some military personnel again. I don't even know where Eskimo is, but basically the reason I say this is because the soldier in question, you know, getting the poppy on her, looks just like me, and of course it's very inspiring seeing someone who looks like me, and that is why I saved this post. Next up, we have Suleika. I read her book. It's called Between Two Kingdoms. Basically, it chronicles her journey battling leukemia, and you know, not only her struggles, but also the struggles of her loved ones, her boyfriend, the relationship, as how it took a toll because of all the treatments and having to be a caretaker. And it's eye-opening, you know, seeing everything that goes through that battle that attacks the family. You know, there's cancer. It's not just the body that you're getting attacked by, it's also the whole family, your whole support system. And basically this post, it's after she did beat her leukemia, and then she went on a road trip across the United States, meeting people who she came into contact with through her writing. I forget which news service, but she had a weekly or a monthly column, and she also started a blog and all that stuff. And basically people around the world, around the country, were very, very inspired by her, and they wrote letters back to her. And so here she is on one of her trips. She camps in national parks before driving out and meeting the people who wrote these letters to her, and then just, you know, chatting, and then she writes about that too in her book, which I highly recommend. And this was a post when she was out in the woods with her dog. And in this book, or in not just this post, but also the book inspired me. You know, in the future, I want to do a cross Canada or across the U.S. road trip and just camp in national parks and be with nature. It never occurred to me, but after coming across these two medias, I'm like, hey, I want to do that too. It sounds very cool, very relaxing, and just another way to enjoy the beauty of life. Next up, we have another post by the Canadian military. Is it a nurse or a medic? I'm not too sure, but basically, you know, she's sitting in a helicopter doing her job. That is so cool. Exactly what I want to do. And then again, more pictures. These are nurses actually, so again, also exactly what I want to do. Working in Alberta, in hospitals in Alberta. They were lacking personnel, and the Canadian military stepped up to help. And that is just so cool. Again, what I want to do, help out whenever possible. Next up, we have Elliot Choi. In this picture, he got 1 million subscribers, or he's celebrating 1 million subscribers. And I really like Elliot because he's different. You know, he doesn't really feed into unbased criticism, and he just pursues what he does, and he's very honest. You know, he shared about in the beginning of college he gone to drop shipping and all that, but then eventually he lost all his money, and with only a few dollars left to his name, he started the YouTube channel, or he continued and put more effort into the YouTube channel. And then today, after he's already graduated college, and today he is a YouTuber inspiring lots of people. And you know, it just really, again, it inspires me too. Just starting from nothing, or starting from really big setbacks, and then persevering on, even though you don't know what the other side holds, you still continue. And then here he is now. Next up, another post by West Point. Oops. But basically, it's when the cadets get their assignment, so they get to know which division they're going to. Do they get the position they want? And everyone's just really excited and cheering on. And it's basically graduation, but not quite. Next up, we have a video by CF Combat Camera, which is the Canadian military, and it's just members helping out with the floods in British Columbia. And again, exactly what I want to do. Really inspiring to see them, you know, actually working on helping others and in the action. Okay. Alright, next up we have Laurel Chor. She is a photojournalist from Hong Kong and Canada actually, so again, lots of connection there. But basically, she is the one who introduced me to photojournalism and press photography, and the power that a picture holds. How it can aid in the telling of a story, in activism, in bringing light to injustices. And again, and so it just really speaks a lot to me. It's something that photojournalism is something that I want to pursue later on, after the military. I don't want to do one job for the rest of my life. I don't want to be stuck in one section, you know. So after the military, I want to try out acting, and also perhaps even press photojournalism, and see where that takes me. But basically, yeah, in these two pictures, it's about the protesters in Hong Kong, which speaks lots of volume to me. In the video, she works with Vice News to, again, document what's happening. And in this video, it's more lighthearted. It's about documenting the Chinese New Year, and how lots of families, the parents live in the city and work during the year, and then they go back during Chinese New Year to celebrate with their children. But then, because of this divide, they lose a lot of connection with their children. They're almost strangers, you know, and the children don't have as much trust in them compared to the grandparents who are taking care of them. So it just really brought light on something that I really didn't know about. And again, the power of journalism, the power of videography and photography, it can tell so many stories, and it is what I also want to do in the future. Next up, it's by the Toronto Film School. Now it might seem funny, but it's just, it talks about this veteran who, you know, he served, and afterwards he went to the Toronto Film School to learn about graphics and start his own company. And the reason I saved this post is because it gives me hope. Hey, it's possible to pursue something else after the military, specifically something in the creative department. And, you know, knowing that he served and then went to Toronto Film School. It's like, hey, I can do it too. It's possible, which inspires me a lot. I don't want to get into graphics, but acting is definitely something that I want to try in the future. Next, this is actually pretty recent. It's Ming-Na Wen. She is one of my favorite actresses too. She was in what was the show? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then currently she's also in Boba Fett. And basically she's just so cool because, hey, she looks like me again, and she's just really, really cool, really inspiring, really down to her earth. She has a family. She talks about various things. She's not just someone who's very shallow and who's really stuck up with the fame. She's just, she's her. She's Ming-Na Wen. And basically in this post, I'm not going to read all of it, but basically she talks about all the struggles, obstacles, every painful experience of rejection, lack of roles available, dodging men with power, and she talks about how she never gave up, and also the difficulties being a person of color and in the acting industry in Hollywood, where statistically we get less roles and less opportunities. But she persevered through, and she's a living definition of success. And of course, acting is something I want to do, like I mentioned. So this brings me a lot of joy. This really inspires me. Next up, I'm also into this show called FBI, but I really like this clip because I don't know, it shows like the difference before getting ready to film. They look very average, but then afterwards, after all the makeup, the costume departments, all that, then they look like TV ready. So it just paints a realistic picture. It's also a fun video seeing the before and the after. And yeah, FBI has also really inspired me. I love the show so much. I love the actor and the main actor and the actress, and really cool in general. Next up, again, it's the actress from the FBI show, but basically she's living in New York, and she's relaxing, doing Sudoku with her dog, and basically, as mentioned, I'm starting to enjoy the little things in life, and this speaks volume to me because it's just enjoying yourself, having the view. Not doing anything special, just doing the small things. Next up, we have the male actor from FBI, and here's where he talks about starting his journey in New York, starting his journey with acting. And in a previous interview, he actually shared about how he was down to his last $1,000 or something, and basically he was trying to audition for a bunch of roles, FBI being one of them. And basically on his tab he had all these real estate courses to take because that was his backup plan. If he wasn't going to get this FBI gig, then he would have to change completely his career. But thankfully he did get the role, and so here he is talking or sharing a picture about him starting his journey. And knowing that backstory from that interview actually makes me connect with this picture so much more. It's like starting the unknown, but finally there's excitement, there's nervousness, there's the in-between, and you're just going for it. Next up, we have a post by Wolf Entertainment. I'm pretty sure they own this show, I'm not sure, but it's called Night Watch. Basically it follows, I haven't watched it in a while, but I think it follows mainly paramedics. That's how I got into it. I've seen it on YouTube. They follow paramedics around New Orleans, and I want to be a paramedic, and basically I watched a lot of the show. It has inspired me so much because not only are you, the technical side of it, you're applying pressure to wounds, you're trying to stop the bleeding, but there's also the social aspect of it. A lot of people, especially in this show, they tell about how a lot of seniors, they feel lonely, so they call 911 because they're lonely and they want some comfort. Sometimes there's people, they're facing their scariest day of their life, and it's the paramedics who come, who console them, who offer that support system that they need, and just being there for them. And of course there's various types of patients that they have to help treat, and it's eye-opening seeing what they have to face, and it's exactly what I want to do. So it's helping me prepare mentally what to expect. And it also inspires me. It's like whenever I watch it, I think to myself, wow, almost that can be me a little more time, and then I can be out on the roads helping others. Next up, this is another new video added to this folder, but basically I don't know, I forget how I came across this, but basically stunt work. There's something really cool about it, seeing her, or this stunt school from France, I think, or Belgium, and just seeing them being so cool, so strong, flipping over, doing all these stunt works. I probably don't want to be a stunt actress in the future, but I would like to do stunts too, and it seems so cool. I don't know, I saved it because it's inspiring, and I never really thought about stunt work until seeing this video, so that's why it's saved. Next up, I had a little phase where I still am into it, but basically interior designing, and I saved this post because just planning for my future home, basically creating a safe space for myself, enjoying and relaxing, and I can just think of all the quiet mornings I can have reading books and just enjoying myself. So yeah, and of course it's really modern and aesthetically pleasing, which is why I saved it. Next, again, the actress from The Rookie. Here she is enjoying a sunset, and like I mentioned before, just sitting out in nature, taking in everything, the little blow of wind, the grass on the floor, and enjoying the view, and hiking. That's something that means a lot to me, being out in nature. And then next, we also have another interior design post. Again, it's just really, it's really calming for me, just seeing how people design their homes, and makes me think about how I want to design my future home, taking the fact of being mindful and yeah, just having simplicity. Next, another picture, press photography. This photographer, he's from the United States, and here he is documenting, I think, yeah, the hurricane. I think it was a hurricane that went through this state, and basically this picture is my favorite picture. It's just so strong, like it's almost from a horror movie, but it's real. And just seeing the damage, but people repairing, people hanging the American flag out. Again, a picture speaks 1,000 words, and that's something I really want to do in the future. Go to the front lines, document everything that's happening, inspire others, bring light on issues, and also just just inform people what's going on. Next, we have the actor from FBI. And this picture, I came across of it like a few days ago, so it hasn't even been that long. But basically, he's showing a before and after about his journey with weight loss, and I'll read the caption. Basically, it says, "Nothing happens overnight, but everything is possible. Whether it's weight loss, education, work, chasing a dream, or some internal desire to better your circumstances, there will always be a long list of reasons why you can't. Always. You just have to find the one reason you can, the reason you must, the one reason you will." So I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but there's something just clicked inside of me seeing this picture. And it's easy to, what's that word? It's easy, I forget the word, but it's easy to just see someone where they are in the situation and just like take a gander and like think everything about them when you don't, So he's, of course with TV, he seems picture perfect and everything, but seeing his journey and him being so vocal about it is very inspiring. And actually, after seeing this post, I started to work out more. I got my dumbbells on the floor, and I just started doing push-ups, little lifts, and then working more on my pull-ups. And yeah, just there's a reason, working hard because there's a reason behind it. And then last post is by the actress from FBI again. Basically, she talks about, she took her niece out on a little girls' night because it was her birthday, and here she just documents, the little niece enjoying her life, loving herself wholeheartedly, dancing in front of the mirror with a song playing in the background, and not having a care in the world, having this kid's wonder. And we lose that as we get older, I like to argue. So this is just a little reminder, hey, you can still be a kid, enjoy the little things, love yourself wholeheartedly, and don't let the world change you for the worse. So yeah, that's all my posts is saved up. This was actually a pretty good journey, reflecting and analyzing on the posts that have been saved. This isn't all of them. I only picked up 39 out of like the 500. So yeah, you can tell I really like surrounding myself with things that inspire me. And I'm glad that I saved these posts so that I can always look back on them and get inspired even more, or to cheer me up when I'm down. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!